Okay, the boxing world. We had some fights last night, man. I didn't get a chance to touch bases with y'all earlier about the fights last night, but I wasn't too impressed, man. I wasn't really too impressed with the fights last night, man. I thought it was gonna be a really good card. Looked like it was gonna be a competitive card, but they didn't. They just didn't look to me on the level that I'm looking at these guys that we're comparing these guys to, and that's even talking about Jaron Ennis. Uh, I mean, he fought a guy that I thought was going to be more of a challenge, but he just didn't seem like he had the sharpness. I mean, it could be the ring rust. He hadn't been in there in about a year, so that's good. But to compare this guy against Terrance Crawford and say that Terrance Crawford is ducking him, to me, it sounds like it's a little disrespect towards Terrance because I don't think that Jaron Ennis is on his level. You guys may disagree with me, but I mean, he fought David Anayalan or something like that, but um, he was a strong opponent. He didn't have no power at all. Um, he didn't seem to me like he was no championship. It didn't seem like a championship bout. That's what I'm just trying to say. And Jaron Ennis, he looked okay. I mean, he showed some ring rust. Um, I like his body work. He showed some good body works. He did do that. He didn't really box though. I didn't see the sharpness, man. It's easy to box a guy beat a guy that's right in front of you with no punching power. So David Vanessa, he just didn't have any power to hurt him. One of the problems though, man, and I think this is really my biggest concern with Jaron Ennis, he got hit too much by this guy here. Like he got hit a lot. He need to work on his defense. He needs a lot of defense. He got hit with a lot of shots that just didn't have enough power. The guy just threw punches, and I didn't see any defense, man, from Ennis. He's not gonna go up against the top guys in the welterweight division, and you the IBF champion, and you taking punches like that from this level of fighter. Um, that's just my opponent. I mean, David looked like he was game. He was game to fight. He came to fight, but he didn't have it to fight. You know what I mean? He was a little older, and he didn't seem to me that he was championship caliber of an opponent. And Jaron, to me, in my opinion, you guys probably disagree with me. Y'all let me know. It's all right. It's just my opinion. I'm entitled, right? Listen, I just don't think he looked like the top level fighters that's out there right now. I mean, it was great. He packed Philadelphia. Philadelphia came out. It was a good scenery, good show. And if he keep going on getting that work, I think that maybe he could grow into being that level of a fighter. But last night he didn't seem to me like. And Eddie Hearn talking about we ready for Crawford. No, they're not ready for Crawford. They're not ready for Crawford at all. They just traded punches with a less of opponent with less power, and they stopped him on I think right after the fifth round. He stopped on a stool. I guess that's to make it look like Terrance Crawford stopped him in the sixth, and you stopped him before the sixth, so now that's a competitive. Nah, Boots ain't ready for Crawford, yo. I didn't see that last night, man. That's just my opinion. Let me know what you think, man. If you think that you seen something different, man, I'd love to see what you saw. Um, the undercard, even the undercard, I expected that Peter Dobson and my man Jaleel Hackett. Hackett was 8-0 with 7 knockouts. Now he's 9-0 with 8 knockouts. Peter Dobson, again, older fighter. He put up a good fight. He tried to fight, just didn't have the power, nothing. Again, same situation. You fighting fighters with no power, and you can practice and build your record up. That's what it looked like to me. But I saw Jaleel fight a couple fights earlier where he looked sharp. And I thought he was going to be sharp to me. He didn't look sharp to me last night. He got a lot of amateur stuff in him still. I mean, he won a unanimous decision. He looked okay. You know, he still has a lot to work on. You know, he was, his arms ain't sharp. You know, like when you got the amateur way of punching, when you sharp, that's just nice and whap, 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 wham. It's a different level, man. It's a different level of sharpness when you on this pro level and this championship level that these guys. I didn't even see it with Ennis, man. I didn't see that sharp whap, whap, wham, wham. You can see that sharpness when you watch these fighters that's coming up. When you watch Keyshawn Davis or you watch these up and coming guys, even my man, what's my man? I love the way he fought Shushu Harrington. Like, it's a pleasure to see the sharpness when these young fighters can transition from the amateurs to the pros, and you see that proness in them. And I didn't see that with Jalil last night, man. And maybe it was the opponent, you know. Dobson, you know, he was in the fight, but he didn't have anything to hurt him. It just looked like it was just there to, I don't know. If somebody had skipped more out of the fights than I got last night, let me know, because I didn't get that much out of it. Just seemed like whoever we expected to win was going to win, and that was it. Now, I think what would have been a good fight, which would have been a real good fight, was my man Stepper. What was his name? I like Khalil Cole, Big Stepper. That would have been a good fight, man, with my man Manuel Gallagher. I don't know what happened, man. If somebody knew, man, I don't know how he said he pulled out of the fight or something, but Manuel Gallagher was 20-2, man. I wanted to see a fight like that. That's a competitive fight. And I think Khalil would have looked better. You know, he didn't look that good. They brought him in on the ring with a guy, you know, where he got a last moment opponent, Kwame Ritter. You know, he was 11-1 on record with 9 KOs. You know, out of Baltimore, New Jersey. I'm sorry, Baltimore, New Jersey. I'm crazy, right? Out of Baltimore, Maryland. Okay, you know, he was a replacement just to fill in, and he performed like he was just to fill in. That's how he performed, just like he was there just to fill in. You know, it's hard to just. It's hard for me to see these fighters, man, and we boost them up. We say they this and they say they that, but when they get in the ring, we expect to see the sharpness, see the fight, man. Let's see them fight, man. And I didn't see that in last night's fights. And I know, like I said, it is my opinion. So you guys, you know, they stopped the fight in the second round. But I wanted to see that fight with Gallagher against Cole. I think the Jersey guy from Jersey City, I think he's one of those up-and-coming prospects that are making what would have been us. We would have seen a better fight, and so we didn't get to see anything. Then he jumping all over the round all over the ring like he beat somebody, like he made a big accomplishment. And he beat this cab driver or something like they did. So it wasn't good to see, man. You know. So listen. Next week we got better fights. Let's just keep going. I mean, you build the fighters up. You get them the work, you know. And I think that's what Khalil Cole should have did. He got in there with Ritter, Ritter, and he should have just got some work, man. Get some practice. Work on some things. Practice. Have some fun in there. You know, knock him out 8th, 9th round or something. 2 rounds ain't gonna help you. 2 rounds ain't gonna help you, man. I'm sorry to say, man, you know. And I had to learn that from Tommy Parks, man. I had to learn that from Tommy Parks, man, because we rode down to Maryland. We rode down to Virginia one time, man. And we took that 6.5-hour drive down there for a fight, and I got a 2nd round knockout or something, man. And he cursed me out the whole ride home, man. I thought I did good. What are you talking about? I came down and knocked the guy out, man. He cursed me out, man. We ain't come down here for no damn 2 rounds. That's what I'm supposed to do, give him a chance to knock me out. You're supposed to get some work. You need to work on some things. If I get you a tune-up fight, something, get some work, get some ring rest, practice some things. Take him to the 9th, 10th round, knock him out around 7, 8 or something where you get some work. We get something out of it. And I think somebody should have told Big Stepper Cole that. This Dark Poppy roll on, man. Listen, man, if you haven't subscribed to the to my channel, man, hit the subscribe button, man, so you can be notified when we have more videos. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up, man. I appreciate it, man. Let me hear what you got to say about what I'm talking about. If you saw the fights last night and you thought the fights was better than I did. No, you're entitled to your opinion, but let me hear what you got to say about it, because I wasn't so enthused about the fights last night. Wasn't a good card for me. This is Dark Pop Rule on that Strictly Box. Peace.